Hey guys. So I just came back from church, hence why I'm wearing a dress. I'm wearing a dress, flower dress. It was nice today. So I literally just wore this only. I started dinner, cooking some brown rice for the week, starting up on laundry, and going to plant some more seedlings. Wanted to show you, oh my gosh, my first seedlings are actually erupting. Let me show you. I basically, these are like carrots. I just covered it with leaves, but my seedlings, so this is like my makeshift greenhouse, but look at my seedlings. They're actually growing taller than this. I have to actually raise this. But yeah, can you guess what seedlings these are? Let me open it up. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Can you guess what seedlings these are? These are basically radishes. So radishes sprout really easy. There's still a baby here. They sprout so easy. Look, another one in there. They sprout so easy, so I'm happy about that. This is dates. We planted some date seeds. So now that I'm checking all my other stuff, this is mint leaves. I basically did not replant this. It basically was in the garage, dried up, leaves all dried, and then started basically growing on its own in the garage. So we have new mint leaves, and they grow like crazy. If you know mint leaves, they grow crazy. So I'm glad I didn't have to replant this again. So my laundry room, I gotta clean it, but my laundry room is usually filled with a bunch of stuff on the dryer. I have to move it to then get the soap and stuff. But yeah, maybe I should just clean the top. Why don't I? Let's add the detergent. Oh man, I made a mistake. I put too much soap because this is a pillow. It does get, I was carried away. Let's put some back in if I can get it out. Yeah, because it's going to be literally like, so you don't want that. Just want a little bit. Oh, so let's put that back. Let's get some fabric softener, just a little bit. By the way, I use, most of my stuff is hypoallergenic and natural. Hey, you gotta be careful when you put your body. So I think I was telling you guys about the bag that I buy at Costco. This was, I believe, on sale for $7.99. This is a 50 quart, yes, a 50 quart bag of soil, and it's for raised beds or in garden soil. So this is good for like your veggies, sometimes your flowers too. But yeah, but for garden beds, these are great soil spray. I have these. I love these too. My it's called garden bags or vegetable bags, what they call that. So I'm gonna in here. I wanted to. So in one of these bags, I'm gonna plant my potatoes. Right. Let me show you my potatoes. Actually, let me show you what I'm working with my potatoes. These are how I'm actually growing my potatoes. I have them by my living room, but whatever. These are actually how I'm growing my potatoes. So this guy, look at this guy. Look at it's time to put this into the soil, actually. It's time to put all of these into the soil. This is my test and trial. My first time growing potatoes out of actual potato buds, so we'll see. But look, this guy has roots. This guy has roots. Yeah, they're all doing well, man. And these are yellow potatoes. I love those. So I'm going to try my hand on that and see how that goes. By the way, these are my plants. Don't mind the dirt here. I actually added some coffee grinds and dirt and forgot to clean this area, but yeah, those are my potatoes. Okay, so potatoes, onions planted. So I planted my onions like there, and then my potatoes, I planted them vertically. I planted two horizontally, I guess. No, I guess so. But the two that I showed you with the roots, I planted them horizontally. Let's see how it goes. So I planted two horizontally. You can see that. That's one of them with roots. And then I planted the rest vertically. So we'll see. Onion. So this is this bag. I'm sitting right by my door, but I have, okay. So I have 3 more bags in the garden that I am going to bring on the deck for this growing season. The crate that I showed you on my deck would just basically have herbs, but then the other 3, I think I'm going to plant more. So one of them I'm going to plant okra because the okra grew. The other 2 I'm going to finish. I have some more potatoes. About yellow potatoes left. I planted all the Yes, I planted all the Irish potatoes. So I have one sweet potato which I'm trying to germinate, and then from the spud. Then I have the rest are like yellow potatoes. There's about three left. I'm gonna grow those in another bag with cabbage. I have cabbage seeds. I have eggplants. I have what do you call this? Cabbage, eggplant, and then I have there's another one I have. I just can't remember. So I'm gonna plant those in the other two crates, and then I'm done. No, actually, I'm not done. I have to plant my green leaves. This is actually easier than me. Last year, it was a lot of work to like build my garden and start it off. This year, let me stand up. This year, hopefully you guys can see me, but this year, it's just like doing the seedlings and then just putting it in my garden bed. So it's a lot more easier. Last year I had to plant the garden bed, go to the store, get all the soil, start my soil, you know, do all that, then build the gate, then plant the seeds and all that stuff. Granted, I planted the seeds right into the garden bed because I think I started my planting in May, very late. So yeah, I'm getting a head start. You guys are doing well. How's your day? I always ask this, how's your day? I am watching New Amsterdam. It's a new show. It's not a new show. It's an old show, but it's a Netflix. I really like the show. I like shows that are just good natured, right? So I'm watching that while I'm doing the shit. So I wanted to show you guys this. I think I showed you guys in a video a long time ago, but I used my green onion stems and I regrow it again just to get a second use from it. Also doing that with my lettuce. I am making dinner tonight. We're having basically we're having red lentils with Ethiopian masawat, which is just red lentils. I can show you. This is a frozen one. I just made a batch, but this is frozen, so you can't really tell from this. But this is the one I just cooked. So masawat looks like a stew, but this is just red lentils, basically cooked down. So it's like a sauce. It smells delicious because of the berberry. But yeah, so that's what we're having for dinner with injera and some. I don't have kale to make gomen. I'm not making tips, so it's just gonna be masawat and injera. So I usually sometimes pair the masawat. I think I'm gonna regrow this one because this is old, so put this aside. But I usually pair the masawat sometimes with roasted Japanese yams and sweet potatoes. So that's what we're having for dinner. So let me do that. Hey guys, so it's the next day. Take a deep breath. So I wanted to include a clip that I shot like a month ago. I think a month ago, yeah. We're now in March, so last month. And I forgot to put it in my video. So I wanted to introduce that clip. This is me just taking a walk and just talking. But yeah, enjoy. I'm going for my walk. It is 35 degrees and it snowed like late morning. Actually, early morning, not late morning. It snowed like when we got up from bed, when I got out of bed, I looked outside, I was like, well, I was shocked to see snow outside. So it snowed. But you know what? Snow's melted. It was like half an inch. It was a funny crack at winter trying to give us some, some of its gifts, but it's a little too late. I was sitting at home trying not to go for a walk, and then I was like, oh Jesus, my body's like itching to go for a walk, so I just decided to do it. Yeah, the sun is out, even though it's cold. It's windy. Let me put my other gloves on. I noticed with this, so at least on the minimum for the month of January, me and my husband, we were doing like 5-day walks a week. So my body has gotten so used to it that when I'm sitting down, I was trying to do some of my coursework. I said that my body's like, oh, Sandra's missing. We do it in the morning. As soon as we drop off the kids, we usually go for a walk. If not, we go in the afternoon, but we get it in. But yesterday, I went, it was raining, pouring down rain in the cold. I still went. I was like, it's just raining. I'm not going to melt with water. So I went for that walk. Then today it is, I woke up with the snow and it's kind of cold, but I was like, I'm still going for a walk. So yeah, I'm going for a walk.
It feels good. Let me put my other gloves on. I miss my morning walks. Well, I've been doing it, but I miss my morning walks while vlogging. When I'm walking with my husband, I try to just pay attention to our walk versus being on my camera recording. So, yeah. But I miss my talks on the walks. Snows, you can see, look at that. That's like a poor attempt of winter, like dropping its gift on us. Like, oh yeah, I'm still here, I'm still here. No, you're not here. You're out of the way, winter. Like winter can hear me, but still, this winter season has been great. Warm. This is the first snowstorm of the year, so not bad at all. I'm not gonna complain. I kind of like exercising and like walking in the cold as long as I'm bundled up. I kind of like it because I don't get as hot because I sweat a lot. Walks clear my thoughts out, so that's great. But I was walking and I was thinking about the complexity of human relationship, right? It doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship, but like friendship, could be your spouse, it could be marriage, it could be dating. But I was thinking about the complexity of relationships and how we're not quite prepared. Oh, my hands are hurting me. We're not quite prepared for. Ooh, I'm blocking my camera. Sorry, guys. So we're not quite prepared for like relationships, right? Any form of relationships. I think we're kind of prepared for a relationship in the sense that when we're sent to school, right? In the kindergarten years or whatever, in elementary school years, when you're sent to school, please forgive me if my gloves is like blocking my camera, but we're kind of prepared because when we're sent to school, we're taught how to like make friends, and this friend may hurt you and you know how to bounce back from it. But when it comes to like marriage, I would say relationships, boyfriend, girlfriends, yeah, some people have lessons on that. But when it comes to marriage, you don't have many lessons on marriage. It's like trial and error. So essentially, in marriage, trying to learn how to do what the other person they live in your household. I don't know how to explain it, but relationship in general is just very complex. I'm learning as I'm getting older, Like obviously um not everybody has the same upbringing as you, right? And you're coming in with two different approaches on life, two different approaches on how to um, deal with certain problems. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's complex. So I'm out of breath, but not as bad as I was when I was starting this walk in January. Oh my God, I was so out of shape in January. We started the 5 days a week walk. I was so out of shape. But I'm better now. But like I was saying, yeah, nothing prepares you for relationships. I think schools need to do a better job. It's not that. Maybe it's not schools. Maybe parents need to do a better job of getting their kids prepared for relationships and finances. I think those are the two topics that are not really really covered, and people have to play or kind of like they have to like figure it out, and it's often difficult, right? It's often difficult. So I was thinking about complexity of relationships and how you only learn through, and I guess that's life too. You only learn through experiences, right? You learn as you try things and you trial and error basically. You learn as you try something and it doesn't work. Okay, you learn to alter or to change paths and figure out another way. So I think it's like that with relationships. You have to, when you do something that your partner doesn't like or your friend doesn't like, you learn from that. Sometimes a mistake is really bad that you can't repair that relationship. So relationship is so complex. But sometimes I have this feeling of just like, I wish I just could just stay by myself in an island and just not deal with human beings. Because human beings get on my nerves. I'm a human being, so I should know, right? Human beings get on my nerves because they are so complex. They are coming in with their own experiences, their own baggage, their own everything. You have to learn to deal with that and deal with yours. And it's awfully bad when you have like a lot of friends or you have like a spouse and then you have kids and then that's multiple human beings that you have to take care of, and it's a lot, but you have to do it. It's what makes you grow as a human being yourself, right? So I was just thinking about that. I'm like, gosh, I wish human interactions were easy. They're not. I mean, they're really close. When I say human interactions are easy, like if it's someone you just met and you're just like acquaintance or whatever, but like deep relationship, deep human connection, I wish they were easy because once you form a deep connection with somebody, you have to actually learn them. You actually have to learn how to deal with them and accommodate them. And it's, boy, that's hard.